Hello class. So let us continue for question number 2 in chapter 9. Okay, Ali drives from his house to the post office at 90 km per hour. That means this part is 90 km per hour. Okay, find the time taken in hours for Ali to reach the post office. Okay, so it's very easy. When you want to find the time taken, okay, then it will be we use distance over time. Time taken is distance 12 km. Sorry, over the speed. Distance over the speed. Okay, then you simplify. Just simplify by divide by 6. Divide by 6. You're going to have 2 over 15 hour. 2 over 15 hour. Okay. Okay, write in fractions, no problem. Okay, next questions. Ali takes 1 hour to drive from post office to the shop. That means from post office to the shop is 1 hour. So question asks you to calculate the average speed in km per hour for the whole journey. Means from the house to the shop. Okay. So to calculate average speed, we need total distance, which is 12 km plus 35 km. Okay, over the total time taken, it will be the first part, which is 2 over 15 plus 1. Okay, so you will have 47 km divided by, okay, you simplify for the fraction, which is, you will get 17 over 15 hour. Okay, so after you calculate, you are going to get 41.47 km per hour. Okay, this one is not the answer. Okay, so the answer is 41.47 km per hour. Questions B. Okay, in these questions, the distance between Kota Baru and Ipoh is x km. So a lorry driver drives from Kota Baru to Ipoh at the average speed of 90 km per hour. So for this type of question, you better draw when easy for you to imagine. Yeah. So first I write Kota Baru, okay, and then Ipoh. Okay, so I draw a line where when you go is by 90 km per hour. Okay, for the return trips from Ipoh to Kota Baru, he drives at the average speed of 105. Okay, so when come back it's 105 km per hour. Okay, if the time taken for the return trip is reduced by half an hour, okay, calculate the value of x. Okay, we don't know what is the distance, okay, but we know the time taken. Okay, the time taken, let's say here is t. If you travel by 90 km per hour, you need t, the time from Kota Baru to Ipoh. But if you travel for the return trip, same distance, okay, the same, here is the same distance, we put x, the distance is x. And then for return trip, the time taken reduced by half. Okay, so we minus half, yeah, like this. Okay, so after this, we're going to make a relations between these two situations. Okay, so for going, for the x, okay, in this case, they have the same value of distance. Okay, so we write equation for the first part, distance. Okay, distance is equals to what? Velocity times time, right? Velocity times time. So we write both equations for both situations. Okay, number 1, the distance x is equals to 90 times t. 90 speed and the time taken. Okay, this one is equations 1, yeah. And then for the equations 2, if you travel at 105 km per hour, the times will be reduced by half. by half an hour. So this one is equations number 2. Okay, so based on this equation, you will be able to find the value of t and also the x later. So we try and make relation between these two equations. Okay, well, because they have the same x, right? So you have 90t equals to 105 times t. Okay, you can put bracket first line here, then you solve these equations. 90t equal to 105t minus will be 52.5. 105 times with 0.5, you will get this. Okay, then next will be solving these equations. So I bring this over there because I know the t, I can minus. Here you have a smaller value here, 15t. So t will be 52.5 divided by 15. So the time seconds is 3.5 hour. Okay, then if you want to calculate x, very easy, because the question actually asks you to calculate what is the value of the distance x. Okay, therefore the x is 90 times 3.5. I using these equations, 90 times 3.5, because I already found what is the value of t. Okay, so 90 times 3.5, you will get answer 315 km. Okay, 315 km. Okay, next question C. Calculate the decelerations for each of the following. The speed of the bicycle changed from 50 meter per minute to 35 meter per minute in 2 minutes. So question asks you to calculate the decelerations. Okay, which is quite easy. Okay, for acceleration, we always use final minus initial. So the A will be final, which is 35 meter per minute minus 50 over 2. Okay, so it's negative 15 over 2. So the answer will be negative 7.5 meter per minute square. Okay, so this one is the answer. Okay, negative 7.5. Okay, next. Okay, Haikal slow down the speed for the car 120 to 90. Okay, in 0.75 hour. So to calculate accelerations, which is 90, final velocity minus 120 km per hour divided by the time taken, which is 0.75 hour. Okay, so you will get the answer. It is negative 40 km per hour square. Okay, you can write like fractions, or you can write with indices which is negative. So that's it for questions 2.